Most of us are unaware that we are being psychologically manipulated, and this manipulation is quite negative. The one manipulating our minds wants us to fail. It makes us feel discouraged early on, ready to give up, and ultimately, disappointed. It does everything to pull your life down, and success seems like an illusion. You might wonder, who is this manipulator? Could it be you? It's very possible that someone else has had an extremely negative impact on your life. And who is that? This manipulator is actually very close to you. In 1924, the physiologist Archibald Hill suggested that fatigue during exercise doesn't come from the weakness of our muscles. Many of us feel tired after just a 10-minute jog, ready to quit. Or sitting at a desk for only 5 minutes makes us feel bored, right? So what's really happening? When we move, our brain senses an increase in heart rate. The energy consumption in our body also rises. This triggers signals in the brain to make us stop moving, even when we still have the energy to continue. In reality, you're not tired. It's an illusion created by the brain. The brain always tends to conserve energy. Any activities that expend energy, such as exercise, thinking, or problem solving, prompt the brain to send signals, making us believe we're exhausted. Consequently, we stop doing that activity. Therefore, when faced with a challenging task or concentrating on reading a book, feeling discouraged or sleepy is a signal from the brain that we should stop. So, if you want to succeed in both physical activity and intellectual pursuits, you have to overcome the manipulation from your own brain. But how do we do that? There are indeed many therapeutic solutions, but of course, most of them are challenging for the majority. That's why we choose solutions that are genuinely easy, simple, and have no side effects. This is crucial for you to be able to persevere and implement them, and even by watching this video once, you'll grasp ways to deal with it. So, what's the first solution? This method is almost like doing nothing, but in fact, you have to do everything. It's about being aware of the presence of the manipulator trying to control our minds, which is the brain itself. When we exercise, when we learn, emotions wanting to quit will come. And we need to explain why we feel this way. Absolutely do not believe in your first feelings of fatigue, because that's the sensation created by this manipulative entity. Just that. Because if we can't explain this mechanism, we'll think we're truly tired, even though we've just walked for 10 minutes or sat at the desk for a few seconds. Many people believe they can't read books, right? And you'll come up with many mysteries in life, like my brain isn't suitable for reading books. But in reality, whether you listen to an audiobook or watch a lecture video, you'll get bored quickly. Those feelings are actually signals from the brain to conserve energy. Just do anything demanding energy, and the brain will send out this signal. Don't believe in those feelings if we've just started. The next way to overcome the psychological manipulation of the brain is to persistently increase the brain's endurance through two variables: intensity and time. When you exercise, you'll quickly feel bored and tired. When studying, thinking, or doing mental work, we also have similar feelings. So what should we do? The best way is to start very small and simple. Choose easy exercises, simple movements to start, then gradually increase the difficulty and time. For example, when running for 10 minutes, if you feel bored, take 10 minutes as the initial time. Walk slowly. Then, in subsequent sessions, gradually increase the speed. Maybe walk a little faster, walk longer for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then gradually try milestones like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or more. At that point, the brain will adapt, and the brain will believe that it has enough energy to do that task. Resistance signals from the brain will no longer be there. The feeling of quick boredom and fatigue will diminish. That's how we train the brain. Remember well, gradually increase your own endurance. Train the brain through intensity and time. The third way to address the issue of giving up easily is to use sound stimulation. We will use something called binaural beats at a frequency of 14 Hz to 30 Hz. When listening to sound at this frequency, it will help us concentrate more and improve memory. When studying or working, wear headphones. Search for the keyword binaural beats at a frequency of 14 Hz or 30 Hz on music listening apps. Listen for about 1 to 2 minutes as a brain warm-up. Then start working, and gradually, it will have a real impact on our brain. For those sensitive to sound, pay attention to your body. If it feels okay, continue listening. If there are any issues, then skip it. So, what about the feeling of fatigue during physical exercise? We will still use sound when exercising, but pay attention to the time. Convert units from minutes, reps, to the number of songs. When raising the goal of running for an additional 10 minutes, we may feel bored and want to rest. But set a goal to run one more song. It is an extremely effective way to increase intensity and time when running. What will happen when you run an extra song and continue to set a goal to run one more song? And it would be great if it's your favorite song. You not only enjoy the music, but also take advantage of the length of that music to exercise for additional time. With this method, we can run an extra 20 minutes or 30 minutes without feeling uncomfortable. When we tell ourselves to run another 15 minutes, the brain will resist. But if you say run one more song, running becomes easy. Those are all the solutions I bring to this video to address the issue of our brains being manipulated. I hope you look at everything in a more positive direction towards success, capability, and endurance after watching this video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and see you again.